Hey friends, welcome to another unboxing. This is from the massive haul. We're still moving through it. I got two more rows left in the storage area. Started to dent the first of those two. So this is still sealed. Don't know what's in this one. Let's take a look and find out what goodies we find. I've gotten some really good boxes lately, so it kind of got me back into wanting to get into this stuff again. So it looks like we are looking at some James Bond stuff. So right off the bat here we have the great Q manual, so gadgets. James Bond was by Victory Games. We've got a whole bunch of the box sets here. I don't know what's stuff's upside down there, so we'll go through the box sets first. They're not in the greatest shape, it looks like, but here we go. We have You Only Live Twice. For your information. Dr. No. I think that was probably one of my favorite James Bond movies. This is Octopussy. This one was a weird one in that they actually shipped a lot of these without the top. So it was shrink wrapped. I actually had cases of them at one point, and it was just the bottom and the books, and then it was shrink wrapped, and there was no actual lid. I think it must have under-ordered the lids or something. I don't know what the deal was with that. This is the Game Master pack, and this unfortunately is missing a lid. I don't know. Maybe they did ship those also without the with the lid, but I don't recall that. Goldfinger 2. This one was just completely made up. A lot of these follow the books or movies. The For Your Information, Game Master information. Villains box set. This is one of the better, tougher to find items. James Bond core set with Thrilling Locations in it. So Thrilling Locations was a settings book, and then the core box set, the basic set, which did not come with Thrilling Locations. View to a Kill with a really ratty box. And it feels a little light, so I'm not sure everything's in there. But given how old this James Bond stuff is, one of the last items, this is On Her Majesty's Secret Service. This is actually really tough to get. I don't think it had a big production run, and it was one of the more interesting boxes that they did. So that one is rough to find. The Man with the Golden Gun, I think that's the end of it. So what else is in here, now that I can see the books, is a mishmash. Looks like some Palladium stuff. We've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles core book. The Transdimensional Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I see, looks like some of the Palladium fantasy stuff. I'm going to set that aside, and let's get all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff out of the way. Roadhogs, the First After the Bomb rulebook, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures. These are all in demand. The Game Shield feels like it's missing some stuff. Maybe it's in here. Turtles Guide to the Universe. One of my regrets, early on I was going to Gen Con, and Palladium had just lost the license, and they were putting cases of all this stuff into the auction, and I didn't buy any of the cases, so that would have been a good investment though. Truckin' Turtles. I don't think that was core book, but who knows. This is the Game Shield, and it is definitely missing something. I think I already said that. So hopefully I can find that. This is the After the Bomb second edition, so this is a pretty recent book, last few years. we've got a couple versions of the Palladium role-playing game. This is, I think this is the first version, and this is the second version, or vice versa. Tough to tell. This one's falling apart in my hand. So I'm going to say this is the older one. I don't know. And then I also have the first version of Old Ones, first cover, Library Blethred, and then the first version of the Adventures on the High Seas. Both has a second cover on it. Another random bunch of stuff in here. So, a novel, and that is, yeah, I don't think I'm going to keep that one around. Too much staining on the sides. Harp is an Iron Crown item. This is High Adventure Role Playing, and this is the core book for it. I think they had lost the license for Middle Earth, and this was an attempt to kind of come out with their own thing. And I think I saw one or two other ones. So here's the loot book for Harp with that Nodwick cover. And then Cyrodion for Harp as well. That's it for Harp in this box, at least. We've got a couple early D20 books, Hero's Journey, Secret at Green Rock, Castle Dunmere, Secret at Green Rock again, Secret at Green Rock, 3 copies of that, another copy of Castle Dunmere. So just some random stuff. This is an oddity. Handbook of Arcane Artifacts. Very small, pressy looking. I'd say 90s. 91. Sage Lore. Okay. So they did, they were trying to do some stuff back then that was kind of generic for any system. And then we got 2 copies of Heaven and Earth, first edition. And then there was a later version of this that came out. This is by John Pythian, Event Horizon, who folded. 2 copies of the same book. And that's it for this box. Some good stuff, especially the James Bond and the Turtles. Not all the Turtles items, but there's most of them there. And then a couple other random items. So thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.